What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the TRÜF Life Podcast. I'm your host, Tyren Johnson, professional basketball player currently playing in Blois, France. Today is episode 91, and we're talking about staying ready. I always say, man, stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. A great example of this was Kyrie Irving. We all know the controversy surrounding Kyrie Irving. He didn't want to take the shot. Didn't take the shot. So that meant that he couldn't play in the beginning of the season. So time went on, laws changed. Kyrie was allowed to play. Kyrie came back and was an animal, is an animal, and still doing what he did. Even looks a whole lot better. It's only one thing that really you can say that attribute to how he's playing. Is while he was out, while everybody was trying to force a shot in his body that he owned, the one thing that we get in this world, that's a whole nother topic. He was in a gym. He was putting in the work. He was getting it done because nobody is sitting out at home and coming back and putting up 50 points, 45 points like this man is putting up points. And he's doing it. He's looking real good doing it. His moves are looking sharp. He looks like he's in great shape. His body looks amazing. Man, this guy looks like he's somewhere mentally that, he's in a real happy place and he's very sure of himself. And I wanted to make this episode because many guys don't have consistent jobs. That's just a fact. That's just the nature of the game. If you're not like an all-star player, if you're not one of the top players in the world, if you're not playing in the NBA, your jobs are not that consistent. Now, granted, whenever you play in certain leagues, whenever they see your face, you're familiar. So they tend to circulate those players. Like there's guys in the EuroLeague that's probably playing 6-7 minutes a game, probably making about $400,000 or $500,000 a year because their face is familiar and these people have seen them put in work. So if they need them to elevate their role on the team, they can do so, and they trust those people. Same reason why some guys make millions of dollars on the bench in the NBA, because why take a chance with a guy like Tyren Johnson, who has improved himself, when I got a guy like Derrick Jones Jr., who's maybe not as talented as Tyren Johnson, but he's been in the NBA for 6-7 years, and we know that we can throw him an alley-oop, and he can play some defense. So that's why you got to stay ready, man, because that may come a time where you might get an opportunity where somebody has a spot and it just needs somebody to fill it. And if you're not ready to go, then you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I know so many guys that are sitting at home talking about they want a job, and I'm looking at them. I'm looking at their bodies. First thing I do when I look at a guy, when I talk to guys, I look at their body. I try to see what their gut look like. A basketball player's gut is a great indication if they're in shape or not. If they got a gut, I'm like, he not ready. I look at their lips. If their lips are black, tells me that he's been smoking a lot. Once again, I talk about smoking a lot. It's almost like I'm against marijuana. I'm not against marijuana. I'm against the abuse of marijuana. So many guys smoke so much till it makes them lazy and they don't actually get the work in. They're too busy getting high, right? And what happens is whenever you're getting high, you're getting drunk, you're sipping all this alcohol, you're messing with these girls, you're getting all these long nights, you're not getting sleep. All that leads to little nagging injuries. Little nagging injuries and poor play. And it makes it hard to recover. It boggles my mind how many guys get injured and they sit in the house and drink alcohol. Now, some of that can be attributed to mental health. Some guys might be stressed, or some guys might be going through this, or some guys just want to play, or some guys, this is how they cope. But this is not a good way to cope. The worst thing you can put in your body when you're injured is alcohol. No. You should be doing everything. You should be getting your rest. You should be elevating. You should be icing, doing whatever your physician is telling you to do to get back on the court. Because the best players are the available players. Are you available? I got a job in Mexico tomorrow. It's going to pay you $5K per month. Are you available? Give me 2 weeks to get in shape. Okay, I'm going to find somebody else. That's how it typically works. I got a job somewhere in France in first division for $2,000 a month. It's not no money, but if you play well, you possibly can triple your salary in 6 months. Are you ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready to go. You get down there and you wasn't ready to go. You just took the job because you were jobless. You get down there and you stunk the joint up. Now, every team in France, every team that's surrounded by France, everybody's going to see this film. Everybody's going to hit that team up to ask their opinion of you, and they're going to give a terrible opinion. Your film is going to look trash, and all of that is because you wasn't ready. Don't tell me you want to get somewhere. Don't tell me you want to do something and you're not prepared. Guys that are wanting to, I got to stop saying guys, players that want opportunities are always ready. Always ready. You should be in the best shape of your life, especially when you're not playing. Because what else are you doing? What else are you doing? If you want to make this a profession, what else are you doing that makes you not be in shape? How are you not in shape? It's no excuse to not be in shape. And you don't get in shape by just playing pickup, which is a great way to get in shape. But you got to lift. You got to stretch. You got to take care of your body. You got to eat the right thing. You got to get a good amount of sleep. You got to do sprint drills. You got to do a whole bunch of things to make sure that you're playing top level basketball. Because the most, let me go ahead and say this, and I'm going to clip this on Instagram. American pickup games is a false way of getting in shape. It gets you prepared, but it don't get you in shape because guys don't box out. Guys don't sprint back on defense. Guys play way too many games. They overexert themselves in the game. The quality of the game typically goes down after about 5 games because guys are tired. Guys are not fighting over screens. Guys are not cutting. Guys are just kind of iso ball, pick and roll, pick and pop. Boom, that's it. That's not real basketball. That's not going to get you ready. That's not going to get you ready. You got to really put in the work, man. Thing is, you got to control what you can control. You can't control that you don't get a job. You can't control that no one is hitting you up. You can't control that your agent is not working for you. Kyrie controlled what he could control. He couldn't control the mandates, the idiot, like, it made no sense. Guys could have come in and play in Brooklyn unvaccinated, but because they didn't work in New York, that was cool. But Kyrie, because he worked in New York, he couldn't play. That makes no sense. But what he did, he controlled what he could have controlled, and he continuously to put the work in, even when he couldn't play. So when he got the opportunity, he's back at his form. Because look at it, COVID protocols are done now. Now he gets to play in all the games. And had he not been ready, he would have been ready to perform. I think he just can't play in Toronto, but who cares, man? I mean, I hope that they don't get Toronto in a playoff game, but who cares? Because one, he stayed and believed in what he believed in, and he didn't get the shot. 2, he stayed ready. 3, he was there for his team. Stephen A. Smith been going on rants talking about how he's not there for his team. Bro, he showed up in shape. That's him being there for his team. Putting something in your body is, you cannot substitute that for being there for your team. Stop the narratives, bro. I don't like to talk about politics on this podcast. I'm not going to talk about politics, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? And because guys need to hear this. And guys need to also know that you got to stay ready because you never know who's watching, man. In these gyms, you never know who's watching. Like in these pickup games, there's agents, there's scouts dressed in regular, normal clothes. Like these guys, like I just was in Paris last week. I'm with my homeboy. He see me like, oh, Ty, I'm like, what you doing here, bro? He's like, bro, I'm working for the Pistons. I'm working for the Spurs. I'm out here looking for talent. Like he ain't even an NBA scout, but he got connections. Then also I'm at the Snicker line. I'm getting some candies. I'm looking at the NBA scouts in here, bro. I'm seeing them talk. I'm seeing them fraternize and stuff like that. These guys are in the gym. So if you on the sideline, kicking bottles and cursing people out, bro, you don't know who's watching. You want a job and you got cut or something like that. You stayed out in the country and you acting a fool in the club. These people in the clubs, these people in the streets, these people monitoring your social media, these people monitoring your girlfriend's social media, your family's social media. They're paying attention to everything because they're about to make a big investment in you. And whenever they make that investment, they want to make sure that they get some type of return on their money, and they ain't going to have to deal with getting you out of jail, failing drug tests, beating up a girl or a guy, DWIs, and all this other nonsense. They want you to come and perform. So you got to be ready, man. You got to stay ready. You got to be ready physically. You got to be ready mentally. And you also got to be ready monetarily. Get you a job when you're not playing, bro. Get you a job and work out after that so that you can take care of yourself. So whenever you get out there, you don't have to be thirsty. You can give yourself some leverage. I got a little passionate at the end because, I don't like to see guys be in this situation. But stay ready, man, so you don't got to get ready. If you like this video, please like it. Hit the like button, the like button. One of these, hit one of them, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. Share it on your Instagram, on your Twitter. Tell somebody to tell somebody. When you get a chance, if you like these type of talks, you can hit me up on my website, hit me up for my mentoring program, and have a conversation with me. Very affordable, and we can go from there. We can help you live this truth life. Besides that, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, do your boy a favor, review the channel, leave a rating. Like I always say, like I leave you guys every time. Every day you must make them pay, so that one day you can live a truth life. Yeah.
That's Tyren on the beat.